Well, hello, lovely people. As you can hear, I've got a bit of a throat thing going on, which I'll probably end up touching on later as I talk about this astrology report. But this is a Mayan astrology report for let me look at the normal people date, the 13th of October 2018. And we're going into a new wave spell. Woohoo! And the wave spell that we're going into is the energy of Yellow Star. Yellow Star is a lovely, lovely, lovely energy. It's the energy of being the star that you are and shining. And yeah, the energy of this process is really about allowing ourselves to be seen for the truth of who we are. And it's all well and good allowing ourselves to be seen when we're in a community of like-minded people. That's quite an easy feat. And I think this is the reason that I've got this conflict going on in my throat and I'm literally losing my voice. Because at present, I've been in the area that I grew up, and even though some of my experiences here are with like-minded people, a lot of the people that I love, that I've loved since I was a little girl, don't share the same ideology, and it's all this process, is going to be huge for me as well, just as every single process is, because we're all in it together. But there's really this energy of like, okay, so you're around people that don't speak the same language as you. You're around people that don't share the same ideology as you. Maybe you work in a job that doesn't permit you to be you and encourages you to be the employee that they want. So how can we be ourselves in these situations? What do we need to do to come into balance? And the key is, a lot of the time, all that we have to do is feel the emotion, because we've been taught from the word go that we have to run from the emotions. So our system is mint at running away and covering up and getting on with it. And I think that's what causes the conflict, as opposed to being able to sit and cry the tears, as opposed to being able to vulnerably express how we're actually feeling, as opposed to making another person wrong. Just this energy of like, wow, I'm finding it quite hard to actually express myself because I know that we don't see things eye to eye, or speaking to your boss and saying it's actually really difficult for me, to be what you want me to be, because it's taken me away from myself. But like I say, we're kind of masters at not feeling. So this energy process of Yellow Star is really about, what do we need to let go of in order to really accept ourselves, really be able to express ourselves, and to be the truth of who we are, because the truth is that we are all stars. The truth is, just let me get a drink. Even everything's like this. It's like, I'm really keeping myself small, like covering my energy, hunched over. So yeah, it's really this energy of like, you are a star, I am a star. Each person is a slightly different star. And again, this thing that I'm really working with on a deeper level at the moment, this energy of like, we are also our own higher self. We are also our own guru, master, whatever. It's not the other person. No, 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 no. It's us. But then there's that energy of like, oh, but if I am stood up in my power, if I'm shining, if I'm there, I don't want to outshine other people. So that's another energy as well to check in with. It's like, do you want to be in the background? The big thing for the Yellow Star is wanting to be behind the scenes. Like, I will do loads of work, I'll orchestrate all sorts of things, but I don't want you to see that it's me that's done it. So there's that thing of taking responsibility that kind of weaves its way into lots of different Wavespell energies. So that real like taking responsibility, but also taking responsibility for the good stuff. Often when I talk about taking responsibility, it's like, take responsibility for your emotions. If you're in a situation of conflict, just as much yours as it is theirs. But also when it comes to really good things, it's like taking taking responsibility for our shine and really recognizing what we bring to situations, and really again seeing ourselves as the star that we are, falling in love with ourselves, allowing ourselves to be kind to ourselves, and really give us that loving, caring energy that we deserve. So when it comes to this next 13-day wave spell, the energy that we're going to be working with, it's going to challenge you to step up. There's probably going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of like crossroads of like, okay, I can either speak up now or I can show up. Okay, I can either cry now, or I can go and eat, or go out of the house, or go get messed up, or go shopping, or surf the internet, or, you know, like the world that we live in now has got this myriad of different things that we can do to distract ourselves, which means that a lot of the time we don't even recognize that we're doing it because there's these like completely socially acceptable unconscious patterns or unconscious distractions that we're all part of. So it's about really kind of being aware. If you do come round and you've been sat on your phone for half an hour, or if you do come round and you're suddenly on Amazon and you've bought something, or, you know, that kind of energy, if you come round and you're in the tub of ice cream, it's like, okay, whoa, where was I? What took me here? And, you know, because every time that we're doing these things, every time that we are trying to put something in to cover up, we're covering up our shine, we're covering up the truth of our like multidimensional self. And it's really good for us to check in with why. What is it? What is the belief that was created? What were your early childhood experiences about shining? You know, were you incredibly pushed? Do you have to be successful? And are you then rebelling against that because it felt disempowering? Or were you told to not succeed because of how it would make your parents look? You know, were they insecure at your shining, and did they push you down as a result? Or did you have siblings, you know, that you always felt like, oh, they're so much better than me? All that energy is key. All that energy is key. You know, those relationships with our families when we were little are really the thing that just keeps repeating and the thing that sets everything off. So, you know, when it comes to this being the star that we are, it's about venturing back into the time when we probably knew that we were a star. You know, there will most probably, depending on when your trauma started, because everyone's had trauma, you know, there will probably have been a time where, or a moment where you were like, whoa, I like myself and I like life and I know what I like, I know what I'm good at, I know what I enjoy. And that's another thing as well with this Wavespell process. It's like, why are we not living the lives that we want to live? You know, when it comes to tuning in and seeing what sets your heart on fire, if you're not living that right now, why? And not in a why of an action, why of a belief, why? Because the action is only permitted to happen. We can only change the action. We can only change what we're doing when we've actually felt how we're feeling and cleared the energy around that. So if I, for example, this is my process at the moment. So I came back to the UK. In my head, it was a pit stop. Got back here, was around people that I loved dearly and had a really lovely time and really wanted somewhere to live, my own little space. So I decided that it would be best for me to get a flat in my hometown. And luckily, that meant that I was going to have like a 6 to 8 week buffer of not going anywhere before moving into this flat. And as the time has gone on, and I've cleared more and more and done lots more tapping and cried, it's become increasingly clear that this isn't actually where I want to be. There's a lot of reasons for me to be here, but this isn't where I want to be. So why am I not allowing myself to be where I want to be? You know, we are the main character of our life. We are the star of our show. So we need to start acting like that. There's a really lovely thing on Facebook that I used to follow. I don't know if it's still there, but the Queen of Her Own Life. And, you know, it's the energy of like, yeah, actually, this is my life. This is my life. And I get one. in this incarnation, whether or not you believe in reincarnation or what, doesn't matter. Right now, this is my life, and I've got to do what feels good for me. You've got to do what feels good for you, because if not, you know, the world has opened up dramatically from what it was a little time ago, and we are literally getting closer and closer to this truth of our being, of us being infinite, you know. And it's interesting that it's manifesting now in a very material way. So this, like, we're able to move around. I believe in the past we could move around in different ways without machines, but we're now able to move around the world in machines. You know, we're now connected to one another through this like web that's very, you know, materially manifested through the internet. So we're getting closer and closer to this collective manifestation of being infinite. So why are we holding ourselves back from it? What is stopping your shine? And how can you best come into balance and let yourself be seen? Pulls. So I hope that you have a wonderful Wavespell process. Like I say, it starts on Saturday in the Northern Hemisphere. Excuse me. Saturday the 13th of October. Yes, so it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be too hardcore, but I think it's going to be subtly hardcore. Personal is political. And yes, very much an individual Wavespell, very much about you and your shine. Letting go of the others, allowing yourself to have like an internal journey with this one. As with all, but especially with this, it's like, what do I want? Why aren't I giving myself it? What are my unmet needs? How can I best be seen in the world? Because it's that thing that I said that one of my friends has adopted, actually. Living from the inside out as opposed to the outside in. So what is wanting to come out of me and be manifest, as opposed to what is wanting to come in. What do I need to be? How do I want people to see me? And, you know, flipping it. I'm living with my grandma and granddad at the minute. I always do this, don't I? Oh, I'm going to end the report now. But I've been living with my grandma and granddad at the minute, which is wonderful. But they have a television that's on most of the time. I've not been exposed to these kind of things for a very long time. And just seeing this, like, whoa. When we live within our own communities, we are sheltered from the reality of other communities. And seeing this whole reality television thing and this ultimate, which is obviously manifesting everywhere else as well, which I'm seeing with the job that I'm doing, this ultimate living from the outside in. How do I want to appear? How do I want to be seen? What am I going to pretend to be? What character am I playing? With so many layers of it, the truth of the internal being is like behind so many things, but it's still there. It's still there, and it's okay, and it's perfect, and it's exactly as it should be. But the reality of it is pretty harrowing, actually. So yeah, as opposed to covering, hiding, pretending, being the people pleaser, not being authentic. It's like, be who you are. Say what needs to be said, do what needs to be done, but most of all, feel what needs. Say what needs to be said, and feel what needs to be felt. Sending you loads of love and blessings, always. And just as a little side note, on the 26th, you probably know about it already, on the 26th we're going to a new 9-month cycle, which is very exciting, and I'm doing a course for the whole of the 9-month cycle. We're going to be walking through every little part of Mayan astrology, getting really deep into our own codes and patterns, looking at lots of different esoteric wisdom and tribal wisdom, and lots of different funky amazing things. But really, you know, how to use this calendar, how to use Mayan astrology, which is a calendar, or to emotionally evolve, you know, to use it to map reality, to use it to navigate this dimension and the higher dimensions that we're moving into. So yeah, get in touch with me if you want some more information about that. I'm going to be going to Goa next month. I'm living there till April. Doing a very interesting study, and yay! So yeah, Get in touch for more details. Hit me up if you're going to be in Goa for the season. And let's make some magic. Enjoy your shiny self and let it be seen. Lots of love.